Jammu's name figures in ancient books including the Mahabharata and the memoirs of Tamur. Historical documents reveal that in 14th century this place was called Jambo, which was founded by Raja Jambo Lochan. Over the centuries Jambo became Jammu. In medieval times, Raja Maldev founded Jammu after Tamilan destroyed his city at Babur near Lake Mansar. He established the first royal palace at Maldevki Mandi in Jammu, which later came to be known as Purani Mandi. His descendant Raja Dhruvdev shifted his residence to Mubarak Mandi in 1710. Successive generations built palaces and extended it to its zenith. The oldest building of the complex dates back to 1824. The majority of the present palaces and other buildings in the complex were constructed by the descendants of Maharaja Gulab Singh, founder of the Dogra dynasty, who ascended the throne in 1846 and created the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The architecture is a mix of Rajasthani architecture and European Baroque and Mughal styles. The news that the Mubarak Mandi Jammu Heritage Society has initiated the process of inviting offers to lease the property is shocking. There is anxiety and dismay in the common public, travel trade, social and religious organizations, especially in Dogra community. Today we have prominent personalities from all walks of life to discuss this issue. Let's ask them what are their views.
Mubarak Mandi complex is a huge heritage complex which has history dating back to 1710. The rulers of Jammu, the Rajas of Jammu, who actually belong to the Faku dynasty, taking lineage from the times of Ramayana, have been ruling over Jammu, whole part of Jammu and northern areas, including Satisar, which is now called Kashmir, for a long time, till somewhere around the time of Mahabharata, when independent rulers of Kashmir, they established their own dynasties. Jammu has always been an area of warriors who have kept at bay all the invaders who came to India. Of course, Jammu rulers had to pay subservience to them, but they did not allow anybody to rule them directly. Finally, when in 1946 there was this Treaty of Amritsar after the English, they defeated the Sikhs and the Sikh empire disintegrated. Maharaja Gulab Singh kept his kingdom intact. In fact, he negotiated with the British because they were asking for a huge indemnity from the Sikhs, which they could not pay. So he paid them that indemnity, and in return for that indemnity, he asked the British to give him Kashmir. So that is how the state of Jammu and Kashmir, comprising Jammu, comprising Ladakh, comprising Baltistan, comprising Gilgit, Chitral and Kashmir, came into being somewhere around 1846. Now this Mubarak Mandi is the seat of power of the Dogra rulers. It is from here that they were able to carry out all these expeditions and they were able to maintain. At that time, at the time of independence, after all this happened, Jammu and Kashmir was the biggest state in the country. It was bigger than Hyderabad. And it had a standing of its own. Well, all that happened. Now coming to Mubarak Mandi, because that is the subject for today. Mubarak Mandi was the seat of power of Dogra rulers even before Gulab Singh came into power. The first buildings that were constructed there were in 1710. From 1710, buildings kept on being added till Gulab Singh took over the reins of power in 1842 rather. He became Maharaja in 1846. And that was the time when huge palaces were constructed. He constructed some or laid the foundations of some. His son Ranbir Singh completed them and raised some other buildings. And today the Mubarak Mandi complex is a huge and a fantastic complex. You need to visit it to believe your eyes what it is. It has 25 heritage structures. It is spread over 15 acres of land. Out of these 25 acres, 17 are palaces. Some are Mardana palaces, some Zanana palaces, some are palaces which house the army headquarters or the Dawakhana or some other Tosha Khana and things like that. But the total structures are 25, which include the Gadadhari temple, which include some other structures around that, which includes huge jodis and all that. Now, after 47, this complex started going into disrepair, because in 47 this was being used as offices. It started going into disrepair.
Sorry, Mr. Kathuria, can we cut it a little short and tell what the issue today?
Okay. Now, the issue is that in 2005, keeping in view the sentiments of the people of Jammu, it was declared a protected monument under the J&K Prevention, Ancient Monuments Protection Act. And in 2007, a Mubarak Mandi Heritage Society was created to conserve it, for its conservation and for its adaptive reuse. That society kept on discussing matters, experts were called in, lots of public interaction was also there, and finally a conservation plan was completed and sanctioned in 2019. That conservation plan was put into action. There were expert agencies from Rajasthan, from UP, from other places. Now, all of a sudden, in middle of July, we see a expression of interest in the online media, saying that few of the buildings, 7-8 buildings, are to be leased out as heritage hotels. So this came as a bolt from the blue to the people of Jammu, and that is the issue at this point of time. That why should this heritage structure, which has the potential of being declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which has the potential, if properly conserved and showcased, to put Jammu on the heritage tourism map of India, or rather the world, why should it be suddenly thought of that it should be converted into a hotel?
Let's ask Mr. Kathuria, let's ask Mr. The President, Dogra Sadar Sabha. Let him put more light on this.
बड़ी लंबी एक्सरसाइज हुई थी और हेरिटेज जम्मू मुबारक मंडी हेरिटेज सोसाइटी के नाम से एक ऑटोनमस बॉडी जो है वो बनी, और उस बॉडी को हेड या तो चीफ मिनिस्टर या गवर्नर रूल, प्रेसिडेंट रूल हो तो गवर्नर कर रहे थे और वाइस चेयरमैन मैं था उसका। और ये एक मुबारक मंडी पर सिर्फ एक इसकी स्टोरी सामने रख के और आगे क्या करना है यही नहीं सिर्फ हुआ, पीछे भी देखने की कोशिश की। और जैसे आपने बताया 47 में जब एक नया युग आया, डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप आया स्टेट के अंदर बाकी देश की तरह, तो 47 से लेकर बाद में 2005 तक 18 दफ़ा यहाँ पर आग लगी है। इस मुबारक मंडी के अंदर पैलेसेस जले हैं, पेंटिंग जली हैं और बड़े प्रेशियस चीज़ें जो हैं वो उसकी भेंट चढ़ गई उस आग के। और ये सारी बातें सामने रखते हुए इंक्वायरी कमेटी भी बैठी और कुछ नहीं सामने आया। मैं फिर लंबी बात नहीं करता, लेकिन इससे सारा ये लग रहा था कि एक डोगरा जो फाउंडर थे स्टेट के, और किस तरीके से यहाँ आज करगिल के पहाड़ों की बात की जाती है, वहाँ ऑक्सीजन मास्क पहन के और हेलीकॉप्टर पर जाना मुश्किल हो जाता है। डोगराज वहाँ पैदल गए थे और वहाँ ध्वज लहराया था। आज भी खोपड़ियाँ उनकी उन बर्फानी पहाड़ों के अंदर हैं और हज़ारों की शक्ल, चाहे चशूल ट्रीटी हो, लाहौर ट्रीटी हो, ये सब ट्रीटीज डोगरा ने की हैं। ये इसकी जो सरहदें हैं चाइना तक जिस तरीके से बढ़ाई, जहाँ आज लड़ी जा रही है, 10,000 डोगरा वहाँ शहीद हुए थे, फिर ये चशूल ट्रीटी हुई थी। तो ये सारी कहानी इसके पीछे है। अब एक साजिश थी कि इस तारीख को या डिस्टार्ट किया जाए या इस तारीख को ख़त्म कैसे किया जाए, और उसी की साजिश का हिस्सा ये मुबारक मंडी में। तो ऐसा गजब का आर्किटेक्चर यहाँ पर हो, ऐसी गजब की जो हेरिटेज हो, वो इस तरीके से तबाह कर देनी कोई सोसाइटी, मैं कहता हूँ जो सिविलाइज सोसाइटी है, सिविलाइज सोसाइटी का कोई सिविलाइज आदमी नहीं चाहता। लेकिन ये तभी होता है जब उस पर एक बड़ा प्लान्ड अटैक हो। तो ये अटैक था, तो पिछले 70 सालों में इसने बहुत कुछ सहा। जैसे मैंने कहा 18 दफ़ा आग लगी, 18 दफ़ा इंक्वायरी कमेटीज बनी, लेकिन एक कमेटी की रिपोर्ट हमारे सामने नहीं आई कि क्या कहा, कैसे आग लगी, क्या हुआ और उसका जिस जो कारण बना उसका क्या किया, ये आज तक सामने नहीं आई। तो ये सारी चीजें उस बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट हिस्ट्री का पार्ट है जो 47 के बाद इस हेरिटेज ने, इस गजब की धरोहर ने जो अटैक सहे। अब कहानी स्टार्ट होती है, तो ये हमने इसके लिए संघर्ष शुरू किया 1987 में। एक महासभा बनी, उसके नाते सारे वाइस चांसलर, जजेस, लॉ ल्यूमिनरीज, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स, एजुकेशनल सब लोग इकट्ठे हुए। तो कहा कि भाई इस हिस्ट्री को दोबारा रिवाइव करने की कोशिश करें और उसकी चलती फिरती अगर कोई मिसाल है तो मुबारक मंडी है। तो 2005 में जो मीटिंग जिसका क्यूरिया साहब ने जिक्र किया, उस वक्त ये फैसला हुआ कि जब तक ये गवर्नमेंट के डायरेक्ट किसी एक डिपार्टमेंट के कंट्रोल में रहेगी, पॉसिबल नहीं है। जिस किस्म का मल्टीफेरियस एक्टिविटीज में इन्वॉल्व होना पड़ेगा। तो ये सोचकर ये ऑटोनमस बॉडी बनी। इसी सोसाइटी ने एक जो क्यूरिया साहब ने जिक्र किया, जो लास्ट मास्टर प्लान बना है उसको अप्रूव किया है और उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना था। ये उस मास्टर प्लान का हिस्सा एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट नहीं है। अब जब हमने पढ़ा तो हम यही पूछ रहे हैं कि आखिर हाँ हुआ ये कि मोदी साहब के आने के बाद अभी हमारे जो नए लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर आए हैं उन्होंने ये अनाउंस किया जब हम मिले कि ये 22 में जो हमारा इंडिपेंडेंस डे हम मनाने जा रहे हैं 75th, उसके पहले पहले हम इसका फेस जो है लोगों के सामने ले आएंगे। बीच में ये आ गया है, होटल्स की बात की गई है और 5 या 6 यूनिट जो क्वींस पैलेसेस हैं उन सब को कन्वर्ट करने की बात आई, जिसको देखकर हम उस वक्त के हैरान हैं। एंड हम अपील कर रहे हैं, इनको सबको कह रहे हैं, तो ये है अभी तक का जो दैट इज आल्सो वन ऑफ द वे, और उसमें हम सोच रहे हैं
यू शुड इमीडिएटली, क्यों भीम सिंह जी, स्टे ऑर्डर मिल सकता है ना इसमें?
जी जी बिल्कुल स्टे मिल सकता है। और पॉलिटिकल मूवमेंट वो है सबसे बड़ी पावरफुल, मोर देन कोर्ट, इज a political movement of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. We are all one. That this cultural, historical background, the existence of Dogras should be kept intact and it should be saved. This is with one voice. Entire Jammu and Kashmir is one. That this is one of the oldest cultural heritage of the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and now you may call them Dogras. But if we immediately jump to the court, that we shall not be able to convey to the nation, to the whole country, from the east to the west and north to the south, about this situation, this attack. This is not only an attack, assault on the Dogra culture.
Take this up into a different perspective, and which will be an eye-opener for most of the people who are not belonging to this state. First and foremost is like what Anilji said, that if you want to finish a race, you finish off its culture and history. Unfortunately, this is what has been happening with the people of Jammu right since 47 onwards, because the I don't want to use very harsh words, but the hatred for the Dogra clan and for the Dogra dynasty and for the Jammuites has been all throughout these 70 years, and we have seen the systematic destroying and I would say uprooting our culture. There was a time when Samba was a very, very big center for tie and dye painting and batik painting. That has been totally finished. There is no handloom industry over there. Then was our Basoli. Basoli was very famous for shawls. It was like Pashmina shawls that were made in Kashmir. That industry has also been totally finished. Our horticulture was there. That has been totally finished. You see whatever things are there, you name it, it is finished. Why? Because these people wanted to finish off all the remnants of whatever Dogra culture and all that.
एक point agenda रखते हैं कैप्टन साहब, how to first save this.
Yes, sir, I'm coming to that only, sir. Now the point is, to save this is, like Professor Saab also said, we require to have a people movement and meet the LG immediately and praise him that look, this thing that they are planning, there's all these hotels over there are not going to help the culture and it's not going to help Jammuites.
बात ये है कि मैंने ऑल पार्टीज और सारे जितने डोगरा स्टॉलवर्ड्स हैं इंक्लूडिंग वाइस चांसलर, जजेस और सारे ब्यूरोक्रेट्स, आईएएस रिटायर्ड, चीफ सेक्रेटरी रिटायर्ड, सबकी एक मीटिंग मैंने 118 साल पुरानी यही संस्था जो आप कह रहे हैं, आप भी उसमें थे एक मीटिंग में, डोगरा सदर सभा में जो मीटिंग बुलाई, उसमें सबने साइन करके 115 स्टॉलवर्ड्स ने साइन करके वो पिटीशन जो है फाइल की है लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर के पास, उसकी कॉपीज भेजी हैं। ये बात आपने बिल्कुल सही कही। अगर हम कोर्ट में इसलिए न जाने की सोच रहे थे कि अगर ये उन्होंने रखा है डेट ऑफ कंप्लीशन है, डेट ऑफ जो लास्ट रखा है मुबारक मंडी का रेस्टोरेशन के लिए, वो रखा है 2022, ये 75th जो इंडिपेंडेंस डे है उसके पहले हम ये सारा करेंगे। तो हमने कहा उनको बहाना मिल जाएगा कोर्ट में। आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा, अगर उस प्रोसेस में हम फंस गए तो वो ये कहेंगे कि हमने उनका काम रोक दिया, और जो पीपल मूवमेंट बन रही है आज सारे लोग सोच रहे हैं उसमें फर्क आ जाएगा।
Second is mobilizing the opinion of the public, because right now what I see is that this movement or the mobilization of the opinion of the public is very restricted. It's not percolated down. We have to get it down right up to the school children level and tell them that look, this is what is happening, so that these children also come up right from there till the top. Because once we have that movement, then only these people will realize what they are trying to do is that it is the wrong thing that they are doing, because there is a big vested interest behind this. I don't know, want to name it over here now, right now, but there is a big vested interest behind this to grab off all that property over there that is over there. And we know about it.
And destroy Dogra culture.
Absolutely, sir, absolutely. And that is the main aim of theirs. And they are hand in glove with them. That is the whole problem. So,
the view that we should approach the Lieutenant Governor at the moment. We should approach the Member of Parliament, Jatinder Singh from Jammu. We must approach him first. Sanitize this gentleman first, stating that this is what is not required, and he has to put his voice to the concerned ministry and to the Lieutenant Governor that this has to be stopped. Now, as far as the Indian Association of Tour Operators is concerned, based on any of your letters, if I can get a copy, I could also write a letter to the Lieutenant Governor, mark a copy to the Member of Parliament here of Jammu, and also write to the Culture Ministry that if they can intervene and take over this property. But I don't think that will be possible, for which they will have to take the approval of the state government again. I presume that the Lieutenant Governor does not know anything about it, and he will definitely help to preserve this heritage property and the Dogra culture, along with Mr. Jatinder Singh, the Member of Parliament, who's a minister also.
I agree with Mr. Mehra 100%.
So let us start,
very close to
let us start immediately this week.
Yeah,
this week we must do these two things. This week we must do these two things, and then see the reaction what it is.
Time mein heritage tourism will be the future of India domestic tourism, because people will not go to big cities now. They want to travel to these places which are not so crowded and they are, open places. So these heritage properties are one of the best. Like in the month of February this year, I did a heritage tourism conclave in Killa Ramgarh, which is 150 years old property in Panchkula. And after doing this conclave, this property is booming. People are visiting that property. And when we did this conclave in Gwalior at Usha Kiran Palace, and we took all the diplomats and intact people to a Moti Mahal, which is closed. If you open that palace and see the paintings and the artwork in that Moti Mahal, you will get amazed. So I think with the plea, if you can give a proposal to the president, to the lieutenant governor, that this is your planning for this heritage property, where people from all over India should come and visit and know the Dogra history, I think that will be a good idea from my side.
Relevant. You need to approach the lieutenant governor. You need to mark a copy to the president. You need to have that public awareness, because finally that is the only thing that really matters. जब लोगों को लगेगा कि ये जो एक धरोहर है, एक सांस्कृतिक धरोहर है, इसको मतलब इसके ऊपर आंच आ रही है, and all the way down to school children, because they can be a huge motivating factor and an influence. At the same time, as Subhaji said, keep a petition ready to get a stay. If all else fails, court to hai hi aapke paas, but do it in stages. But this, at different level, this is very symptomatic of what happens. You see, the property, government property, is actually public property. मतलब public में आप और हम भी आते हैं. दिक्कत यह है कि decisions लिए जाते हैं without any discussion with civil society. And that is somewhere an attitude, whether it is a footpath that is being repaired, whether it is a palace that is being offered as a hotel, किसी civil society में कोई discussion नहीं होता, कोई so-called powers that भी वो अपने आप decision ले लेती हैं. Now this is not going to change overnight, but it's something that we all need to address and make sure that civil society gets involved. हम लोग सब क्या है कि मेरे को personally affect नहीं करा तो ठीक है. अच्छा ये डोगरा संस्कृति है ना जी, मैं तो डोगरा नहीं हूँ. I mean this is where we are lacking, and this is where we need to address.
What Mr. Sehgal very rightly pointed out, that there should be a plan. What I want to say is that there is a already comprehensive conservation cum reuse plan, adaptive reuse plan prepared by a consortium of conservation architects firms from Delhi of international renown, not ordinary people, which tells exactly how and what should be done, what kind of people should be hired for this work, where there is going to be the laser show, where will be the light and sound program, where you will have the galleries for lifestyle galleries, where you will have the museum, where you will have the archives, where you will have the conference center, where you will have the exhibition. Everything is immaculately laid down, and that plan has been approved and the work on it was started. That is why I said that this came as a bolt from the blue. But how did it come?
Surprising that the government is looking to convert a heritage site like Mubarak Mandi into a hotel. Well, with Jammu as such, if you see, there are a lot of hotels available, and the major tourism destination in and around Jammu is the temples, and specifically at Katra, So there are already good hotels in place. So why convert and make more hotels and start more competition? At the same time, if you see, this is a heritage monument that is there, and we need to preserve it. So the government is being misled by who, we don't know, but we need to ensure that this culture and heritage of the Dogras that is there in Jammu must be ensured and taken care in such a manner that we preserve this. We require to show foreigners and travelers across who are coming to Jammu that there is some heritage and culture. If every monument you start converting into a hotel is not appreciated. So as TIE, what we would recommend is please preserve the culture and history of the state that is there. And yes, there are many other places that can be converted into hotels. But right now, what our aim is to preserve the heritage and culture, and this being one of the last properties that is there in Jammu. So let's preserve this.
को हम किसी होटल में तब्दील करें, ये बहुत बड़ी सोच नहीं हो सकती है. हमारे स्वयं के प्रधानमंत्री भी कहते हैं कि हमें अपनी संस्कृति, हम अपने पुरातत्व विभाग की, जो भी हमारे पूर्वजों ने जो छोड़ा है, उसकी हमें रक्षा करनी चाहिए, और वही पहचान हमारी आगे की जनरेशन के लिए भी होगी. माननीय राज्यपाल लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर साहब मनोज सिन्हा साहब भी खुद इसी मुबारक मंडी के लिए, इसी इमारत के लिए कहते रहे कि ये यहाँ पर बड़ा जलसा होगा, इसकी रक्षा होगी और इसको लेकर हम आगे बढ़ेंगे. तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि ऐसे समय में ये नया जो विचार आया है कि इसको होटल में तब्दील किया जाए, वो कितना सही है. लेकिन मैं विनती कर सकता हूँ कि इस तरह के पुरातत्व विभाग के जो पुरानी हमारी धरोहर है, उसको हम संजोएं. होटल कहीं और भी बन सकते हैं और उससे भी बेहतर बन सकते हैं, लेकिन इसको तब्दील करके होटल में हम आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए बहुत अच्छा संदेश नहीं दे रहे हैं. मैं विनती ही कर सकता हूँ माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से, लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर साहब से, कि इस पर एक बार और विचार करें. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय बुंदेलखंड.
रंजन तिवारी, राष्ट्रीय महासचिव, अखिल विश्व ब्राह्मण हिंदुत्व शक्ति मोर्चे के तरफ से. ये ब्राह्मण समाज भारत की संस्कृति को बचाने के लिए एक संकल्पित है और उस संकल्प के माध्यम से, उस संकल्प की योजना के तहत ही हम लोग आज डोगरा संस्कृति को बचाने के लिए पूरा व्यापक रूप से प्रचार करेंगे कि हमारी डोगरा संस्कृति और मुबारक मंडी धरोहर, मुबारक मंडी हेरिटेज हम बचा के रखें। मुख्य बेस रहा है कि भारत एक सांस्कृतिक राष्ट्र है। जब भारत एक सांस्कृतिक राष्ट्र है, उस संस्कृति के अंतर्गत डोगरा एक डेवलप मतलब प्रगतिशील संस्कृति रहा है, जो जम्मू कश्मीर लद्दाख से लेकर पीर पंजाल तक मुबारक मंडी डोगरा शौर्य का गौरवशाली इतिहास है, जिसमें होटल और व्यवसायिक गतिविधियां बनाना उचित नहीं है।